Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Protest problems. 4 people land in handcuffs after hanging an anti-Trump banner in front of the iconic Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Turning into a terrific Tuesday, but stifling heat is in sight.
And saying goodbye. The final farewell is underway for Officer Michael Kroll, one of the 5 officers killed in the Dallas police ambush. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. These somber moments do top our news this noon. Kroll was a native of Redford and worked for the Wayne County Sheriff's Office prior to moving to Dallas. Our Priya Mann joins us now live from the funeral services. And Priya, the Dallas police came all the way up north in full force today.
That's right, Rhonda. About 200 Dallas police officers were flown here to Redford Township to honor Michael Kroll. Now, right now, we are outside St. Robert's Catholic Church, where there is a private funeral service underway. But outside, the mood here is somber. There are dozens of families here and families with young children. They said this is a difficult conversation to have, but they were compelled to be here. Now, you can see there is a large American flag right now. They're trying to fix it, but it was hung by the ladders of 2 fire trucks as hundreds of law enforcement officials from across the country came to pay their respects. Draped in the American flag, police officers carried Michael Kroll's casket into church. The 40-year-old Dallas police officer was laid to rest on Tuesday in his hometown. About 200 Dallas police officers flew to Michigan for his funeral. Neighbors lined the streets of Redford Township to honor the officer killed in the line of duty. Michael Kroll was shot and killed in an ambush attack by a sniper on July 7th. The gunman opened fire on officers at a protest about recent killings of black men across the country. 5 officers were killed, 9 were wounded. Kroll left Metro Detroit for Dallas in 2007 to pursue his dream. He served as a Dallas police officer for 9 years and previously worked for the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Family, friends, colleagues, and strangers came to show their respect.
I just wanted to come down and be respectful because I'm a junior firefighter and we're all family here. I think I'm an example, or maybe, that all lives do matter, and whatever is going on in Dallas should probably stop.
It's very emotional. I got to shake the hands of 2 Dallas officers this morning, and it was all I could do not to break down and blubber. So that was pretty moving.
What did that mean to you?
I just shook their hands and said thank you, and I hope they realize how much people really do support them.
And just a few moments ago, there was a loud applause as that American flag was flying proudly in the air. It was hung by the ladders of 2 fire trucks. Now, shortly after this funeral, Michael Kroll's body will be taken to Southfield, where he will be laid to rest in a private ceremony. And a short time ago, his mother released a statement saying that her son was well aware of the dangers of becoming a law enforcement official, but he was determined to serve his community. Reporting live from Redford Township, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Sometimes it takes a tragedy to create some of that beauty out there that we're seeing in response, and good going Michigan supporting our own here. And the weather is very nice out there. It is warm, but it's not super muggy, so we're doing okay. 82 degrees right now at Metro and Grosse Ile. It's a cooler 74 degrees in Harrow, so we have a different wind blowing on the east side. You notice the 70s up in the Thumb, too, 74 in Sandusky and Lapeer, 80 degrees still in Howell. So we go from 82 degrees right now into about the 84 degree range, but these east winds will keep east siders and folks up in the Thumb a little bit cooler in the 70s for a good chunk of the day today. You see a lot of clear skies out there. Some puffy cumulus clouds will be forming with the afternoon heat. It gets a lot hotter as we head into your Wednesday and especially Thursday, Friday. So you're good to go at the ball game tonight. We've got temperatures from the low 80s, tailgating falling through the 70s. And with the heat coming and storm chances later this week, we want to make sure you're ready with the Local Forecasters app. It's free in your app store under WDIV. It's got great interactive radar, Rhonda. You know that. And all the weather alerts come right to your device.
Use it every day. Thank you, Brandon. Well, the preliminary exam for 3 suspects who are alleged to have kidnapped and killed a teenage boy continued today. Gregory Walker, Lillian Roberts, and Ernest Coleman are believed to be responsible for the murder of 13-year-old Deontay Mitchell. Mitchell was found strangled to death in a field on Detroit's east side on June 2nd. All 3 suspects are being charged with murder, kidnapping, and torture. And today was sentencing day for the woman caught on surveillance camera firing shots into a car at a Detroit gas station. Prosecutors say that 20-year-old Shamika Burton shot a man as a result of that shooting in late March. Burton apologized to her victims today before learning her sentence, but denied trying to kill anyone.
I would like to say I apologize for the people who I robbed. And I have nothing to say about the attempt to murder.
On felony firearm, Burton was sentenced to 2 years with credit for time spent. On carry with unlawful intent, she received 2 to 5 years. And for assault with intent to murder, Burton got between 10 and 20 years in prison. Former Detroit City Council President Charles Pugh is back in a Detroit courtroom today. Pugh appeared on probable cause hearing before District Judge Shannon Holmes on charges of criminal sexual conduct with a 14-year-old boy more than 10 years ago when Pugh was working as a television anchor here in Detroit. Judge Holmes recused herself because she knows Pugh personally. Judge Deborah Langston then decided to keep Pugh's bond at $500,000. His preliminary examination hearing is scheduled for August 5th. The Republican National Convention continues today in Cleveland, Ohio. It is the second of 4 days for this gathering. And let's take a live look. This is the setting right now. Delegates are taking care of party business and preparing for evening speeches by Republican congressional leaders and 2 of Donald Trump's children, Tiffany and Donald Jr. And a speech last night by Trump's wife, Melania, stirred up controversy all day long and throughout the night because portions of it were very similar to a speech made by Michelle Obama at the Democratic National Convention back in 2008.
You work hard for what you want in life.
That you work hard for what you want in life.
That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do.
That your word is your bond. And you do what you say and keep your promise.
Aides to Donald Trump say that it is absurd that Melania Trump's speech plagiarized from Michelle Obama. The Republican chairman says that he would fire his speechwriters if they did such a thing. Trump backer Chris Christie says that Mrs. Trump and Mrs. Obama were simply expressing common thoughts. But that wasn't the only controversy surrounding Trump, as this morning 4 people were arrested at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there in Ohio. They were arrested after climbing 60 feet in the air to hang a banner reading "Don't Trump Our Communities" from a flagpole. The banner has since been removed as protests are already causing problems on day 2 at the RNC. And don't forget, our Kimberly Gill is there for it all. She'll have live reports for us later today and also on clickondetroit.com from the Republican National Convention. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan continues to clean up the city as today marks the 10,000th vacant house knocked down since he took office. When Duggan did take office back in 2014, he set out his blight removal program, which aims to clean up and beautify the city of Detroit by removing all the blighted buildings. And today, Mayor Duggan spoke about the progress he's been making so far.
For 10,000 neighborhoods or 10,000 blocks, we made life a little better. Every time one of these houses goes down, we raise the quality of life for everybody else in the neighborhood. You look here, the beautiful houses.
Mayor Duggan went on to say that 5,000 vacant structures have already been demolished this year and that the plan is to demolish another 6,000 in 2017 as well, making all the residents around them quite happy. So to come here on your Tuesday afternoon, cigarette controversy. Smoking scenes in certain films are stirring up some major controversy, what the MPAA is saying about a lawsuit. Plus, taking the blame, ICE is claiming another attack, this time in Germany, what investigators are saying about the attacker.
Hey guys, who doesn't love older people, right? We're talking about a day where they get to return to their childhood. A day at Belle Isle for a group of incredible seniors. We'll see you today at 4 on First at 4.
My daughter.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Some news out of Germany as ISIS has claimed responsibility for the axe and knife attack that happened on a train late last night. Although ISIS claims responsibility, authorities believe that the attacker was self-radicalized and had no direct link to the extremist group. An Islamic State flag was found in the attacker's room, as well as possible farewell letter to his father. 5 people were injured in the attack. The only casualty was the attacker, who was killed on the scene by police. The French Riviera city of Nice is slowly working its way back to normal life after that horrifying attack on Bastille Day during a celebration last week. The main promenade of Nice was fully reopened to traffic last night. It is the road where a man in a truck drove through crowds of hundreds of people watching fireworks on that national holiday, killing 84 people before he was shot dead by police. Impromptu memorials have sprung up along the promenade to honor the victims. The Motion Picture Association of America has responded to a lawsuit that seeks to ban smoking in certain films. The lawsuit claims to see smoking banned for films rated G, PG, or PG-13. The suit says that children subjected to those images are more likely to take up smoking and die prematurely. The movie group says that the link between smoking and movies and youth taking up smoking is speculative. It also says that the suit is an infringement on free speech. Still to come on your Tuesday, big portions, a big menu, and a focus on family. We're going to take you inside a great downriver spot for Tasty Tuesday. Brandon?
Oh, it is a good one, and it's weather-wise a good one too. We're in the low 80s right now. The heat down south is bubbling up. It's headed our way, so heating up the 7-day forecast here in Metro Detroit with you next.
Thousands of you looking for love online or even right here on your smartphone. So many of you clicking and swiping your way toward romance.
My twin sister is actually getting married in October to a really great guy she met on Match.com.
But don't cross the digital dating divide without knowing how to protect yourself.
Because you don't know who's out there. Who are you teaming up with? Who are you talking to?
I'll reveal the precautions you should be taking right now if you're dating online. My Help Me Hank Safety Alert tonight at 11.
Well, we don't have a whole lot to talk about today, which is okay. So we're going to spend a little time talking about the heat that is going to be building in here. Right now, the jet stream is just below us, and that means we're on the cooler side of average just by a little bit. It certainly is pleasant out there, though, and as we go through the next several days, we're going to see this big dome of heat building out of the south, and that jet stream will retreat to the north, and we're going to be locked in to the warm and stickies, especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday ahead. And we'll certainly keep you posted on any ozone action days and the threat for not only rain and thunder showers, but what could be some stronger storms as we start to get more and more unstable with that heat building. But not today. We look live out there right now, 82 degrees. These are fair weather cumulus clouds, and they'll darken underneath here and there and look like they want to rain on you. But I think we're going to stay clear of that. The humidity is way down, 47% humidity, west winds at 9. Those winds should be flip-flopping a little bit coming out of the east, and that means 84 is about where we'll cap off. And some of the east siders and up into the thumb likely going to stay in the 70s because of those winds coming off of the big lakes, but certainly do feel the lower temps and humidity, although low to mid 80s in a lot of Metro Detroit feels great for mid to late July. 61 degrees overnight, nice and comfortable. Tomorrow, we're going to start to feel the winds shift and come more out of the south, and we'll feel a little bit warmer tomorrow. The humidity not crazy, certainly manageable, but then as we get into, again, Thursday, Friday, we'll really begin to feel it. High pressure in place, which means it's going to keep our skies for the most part calm. The air flows clockwise around it, which is why, again, we expect those winds to start shifting out of the north, northeast through the afternoon and evening. And the stationary down to the south means that these showers and storms coming out of Iowa will likely drift right along that stationary front front as a near miss. Tomorrow, also a near miss. Southwestern lower Michigan could have some afternoon showers developing, but I think we're going to stay dry. A lot like today, some clouds forming with the afternoon. 87, we're into the 90-degree range on Thursday, and Friday's 95 could feel like triple digits when you factor in the humidity, and we'll get some spotty showers and storms all along the way through the weekend. Well, how do you make everything on a large diner menu good? Doesn't sound possible, right? Well, P.T. Christoph's in Woodhaven, the family that runs it has figured it out.
P.T. Christoph's is a diner with everything your tummy desires, and the family mastered a rare food formula.
A place that does a lot very well.
Tom Christoph and his siblings run this dynamic diner now, but
my father started the business in 1987, and we're still here.
Doing a monster menu magnificently means everything is handmade. Have you ever seen a chicken pot pie like this? Or start your day with PT's spot-on special.
2 eggs, meat, potatoes, and toast.
Poached salmon eggs Benedict, Southwest Benny with chorizo sausage, or tempt your morning sweet tooth with
caramel pecan, banana French toast.
Lunch menu is mesmerizing, from gourmet salads with handcrafted dressings, sandwiches, wraps, and one unforgettable Greek burger. Whoppa! Dinner is done differently at P.T. Christoph's. There are weekly specials,
stuffed cabbage, city chicken every Tuesday,
and daily specials. P.T.'s prepares 5-star suppers at diner dollars. This Greek family makes spinach pies and moussaka, and Tom's mom, the Greek matriarch, still home bakes the carrot, chocolate, and banana cakes. The P.T. Christoph family values are felt at every table and in every bite, because mom and dad are still there every day.
Being here, watching over things, taking care of the customer, you know, it comes number one.
So head to P.T. Christoph's, well, any day, but today is a good day because they're offering 10% off your bill. You have to mention Tasty Tuesday, and their location is right on Allen Road in Woodhaven, not far off of I-75. Rhonda?
So good. They brought that spread in this morning, the Southwestern Eggs Benedict. I'm pretty sure it's the best I have ever tasted. We'll be right back. Oh, welcome back. I want to get to breaking news involving Deontay Sanford, the young Detroiter who went to prison for 8 years for crimes he did not commit. Today, a judge closed the case against Sanford by signing an order dismissing the charges. Sanford pled guilty at the age of 15 to second-degree murder, but it was later determined a hitman was responsible for the 4 deaths involved in the case. Sanford was released from prison June 8th, but the judge's ruling was still needed to guarantee his freedom, which he now has. And after all the tragedy in Dallas, it has been difficult for some officers to find comfort and support, but a couple of therapy dogs are making that a little bit easier.
It's amazing, the power of the pups. These 2 fluffy golden retrievers have been spending their time at a hospital in Dallas, visiting those injured in the shootings, including the officers, of course.
Their names are Micah and Eli, and they'll do whatever they can to cheer up the victims, from cuddling to wet kisses. They can do it all. They've even learned how to shake your hand. And the comfort of pets, I mean, it can be so for children to adults, really all walks of life can find that special joy that only dogs can give you.
I mean, you're in a room where when the doctors come in, you kind of cringe, and then a dog can come in the room and just, boom, turn that frown upside down.
Joy. You better believe it. Well, get out there and enjoy the sunshine, everybody. Have a good day.
Tonight